So, as we come to the end of the year, we want to achieve our goals and reach some level of focus and determination in the pursuit of what we want in this life, of what we want in this year. And we want to avoid ruts, negative cycles, the low moments in our life as much as possible. And in this video, I want to give you a new perspective on how you should see ruts and how you should see these low moments, negative cycles in your life, as well as giving you this one rule that you should follow when it comes to reaching those moments in your life. And to start off this video and to frame the perspective on how we're gonna see things, I'm not gonna give you basic ass perspective, insights, and advice. I'm gonna give you something that you've never thought about. And with that being said, I want to start off this video saying that ruts are not bad. Negative cycles in your life are not bad. Those low moments in your life are not bad. And you're probably looking at me like, AJ, what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is ruts are a reflection of how much you've grown as an individual. Ruts are a clear indication of how much you've risen, how much you've transcended the old version of yourself as a person. Because let me tell you something, you wouldn't have ruts, negative cycles, low moments in your life if you was the same person that you started off as. You wouldn't have any of these negative things, these feelings of guilt, these feelings of not reaching your full potential, not doing the things that you need to do, if you were the same low version that you were, if you were the same degenerate that you were. Let's put this in perspective. Normal people of society are okay with not working out for months, are okay with eating junk food, are okay with watching series for hours and hours without no end. They're okay with that because they have never risen or transcended or reached a level of where they have high standards for themselves. But you are the individual who's having ruts, right? You are the individual who's having low moments in your life, right? You are the individual who's not doing, who sometimes doesn't do the things that they need to do. And so you being that individual having those low moments is a clear indicator of you being a person who's risen to some type of level. The only way you have ruts is because you are up high. The only way you have low moments is because you have risen to a certain level. Bro, the only reason why you fall off is because you're on something in the first place. Pause. Dude, that's the only reason why you have ruts. And that's why I say ruts are not bad, because they're a clear indication of you growing as a person. Bro, the only reason why you feel bad for not going to the gym is because you know that you should be consistent. The only reason why you feel bad for not studying, why you feel bad for not meditating, for not reading, for not working hard, is because you set a level of standard that you must reach on a daily basis. And the reason why I'm saying that ruts are not bad is because they show you who you are. They show you how much you've grown as a person. So stop thinking them as oh no, I'm not reaching my potential, I'm not reaching this, I'm not reaching that. Oh my gosh, ruts are these bad things. Dude, stop it. They're a good indication of who you are. That's why I'm telling you, ruts are not bad. They're just an indicator. It's just that. They're neither good or bad. It's just that. There's some things in this world there's some things in this world that don't need a label of good or bad. It's just that, bro. Come on, you need to wake up and tell yourself that yes, the only reason why I'm having ruts is because I've risen as an individual. Say it with me. The only reason why I have ruts is because I've risen as an individual. Okay? There's nothing good or bad about it. Okay? And that's the first perspective that I want to put into you, that I want to give you as a person, that you have risen. You have grown. Ruts are not good or bad. They're just that. Okay, it's just an indication of you risen as an individual. In that perspective, coupled with this, that it is normal for you to have ruts. It is normal for you to feel bad sometimes. Because I'm gonna be completely honest. This world, right, has told us that we are supposed to be consistent 100% of the time, which sounds good on paper, but in actual reality, when we're actually looking at it at face value, doesn't make sense. It's not possible. Life is not meant to be that way, man. Life is not meant to be that way. Dude, you are meant to oscillate as an individual, talking about frequencies and quantum physics, how everything starts off with a wavelength potential, just looking at the science. But I'm not gonna talk about that in this video. You're not meant to be consistent. You're not meant to be 100% all the time. You're not meant to be this high functioning individual all the time. You're not meant to be there. The world is told that's like, oh, you need to be consistent 100%. Everything you do should be at 100% power. Like, dude, it's not possible. It's not sustainable. You are meant to fall. Life has highs and lows. As you've risen, you are going to fall. Like, it is normal for you to have low moments in your life, dude. It's normal. You're not meant to be this linear growth all the time. There are dips. There are dips within life. You're meant to oscillate, go up and down like a wavelength. Like, dog, it is normal for you to have ruts. It is normal for you to, fall off a bit, okay? It is human. At the end of the day, you are human, right? People online, right, say, oh, you have to be consistent every time. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, yeah, sure, there are people out there who are like David Goggins, who are consistent in their routine. But like, dude, they're not consistent in everything that they do. They are not. Sure, they might be consistent in their training, but something in their life is falling off a bit. Sure, they're consistent in these things. Sure, they're consistent at like their work and their studies, but something is falling off a bit when it comes to their training. Like, dude, in endeavors in life, and especially in this life of growing who you are, of discovering the power you have within your mind, of taming the chaos and weaponizing your mind, you have to realize this, that it is normal for you to fall off a bit. The only problem, the only thing that is wrong with ruts is that you stay in that rut for a really long time. That's the only bad thing. The only bad thing about ruts, and the only thing that like ruts usually affect the individual, is that you stay in that negative cycle, in that low moment for an extended period of long time, right? And this is where the one rule that I want you to implement in your life when it comes to ruts, right? This is the one thing that I want you to label when it comes to ruts, is that staying in that low frequency, in that low moment in your life, in that place where you're not doing the things that you need to do, don't do it for a long time. Don't do it for more than 2 days. Okay? Like, yeah, sure, you haven't read that book, but don't do it for longer than 2 days. Don't read that book for longer than 2 days. Don't skip the gym for longer than 2 days. Don't skip studying for longer than 2 days. That's the only rule you should have when it comes to ruts. That's the thing about ruts, that they're neither good or bad. They are normal. I'm meant to feel some low moments sometimes. I'm meant to mess around and watch anime for a couple of hours. I'm meant to skip that book for a couple. Like, dude, I'm human, and that is okay. It's neither good or bad. It's just that. It's waves, up and down, up and down. It oscillates. Like, you're not meant to be this rising. You're not meant to be this rocket that's always rising consistently. Okay? You're going to have to land sometimes. And with that being said, I want to give you another thing that I just thought about right now as I'm talking to you. Is that don't you learn your hardest lessons, the most important lessons, the lessons that change you as a person in your low moments. Like, you didn't learn a lot about love when you were in that loving relationship. You learned a lot about how women move and how the world works when it comes to romantic relationships when you got your heart broken. Like, my friend, you didn't learn much about the gym and about how you build muscle and how, your mental health is affected when you go to the gym. When you're going there every day consistently. You learned a lot about the gym when you took a couple of days off. When you saw that your mind was kind of going crazy a bit when you didn't go to the gym. When you had that injury and you couldn't go to the gym. Like, dude, you didn't see the value of that opportunity you were given when you had it. You saw it when that opportunity left. Like, oh damn, I missed out on that thing. Like, don't you learn the most valuable lessons about life, about who you are as a person in those low moments? Like, this is an insight that I had just now when I'm talking to you, bro. Like, you gotta clock it in. So the point of this video, and so the point of me having this rant and talking to you as a person, is that ruts are not good or bad, okay? The only part that makes ruts in this negative light, in this negative form, is because that you stay in that position, in that frequency, in that low moment of your life for a really long time. And you just gotta tell yourself, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna skip for today. Oh yeah, I might skip for tomorrow. But on the third day, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm going to have to do it. So my friend, when it comes to rats, it's neither good or bad. It is normal. It is okay for you to fall off sometimes, right? You are learning a deep lesson in that low moment of your life. You are learning something about yourself in the low moment of your life. But do not, and I say this, do not let that low moment of your life extend longer than 2 days. Do not skip that gym session for longer than 2 days. Do not skip studying for longer than 2 days. Like, dog, do not stop working hard. Do not skip working hard. Do not stop giving your maximum effort for longer than 2 days. Okay? Stop it. Like, the moment you see that 48 hours is the 48 hours timer is clocking up, get back in the zone. Get back to work. Even if you're not feeling like it. Okay? That's why you have to put discipline. That's why you have to force yourself. That's why you have to now look for motivation if you see that you're going to extend longer than 2 days. Because day 1 might be a mistake. Day 2, you're still getting back into the groove. But day 3 is a choice. It is the lower version of you. The person that you're trying to escape. The individual that you hate is trying to pull you back in like a fucking crab. So I'm telling you this now, my friend. I'm telling you this now with the passion that you, as a person, should not extend you being in that rut, in that low moment of your life for longer than 2 days. Okay? So ruts are neither good or bad. Ruts are a normal part of life. You are meant to fall, right? You are meant to feel the low moments sometimes, so that you can learn something, so that you can learn something about yourself, about life, about anything. Because you learn hardest when life teaches you something. You learn hardest when life slaps you in the face, my guy. You learn more. And the last insight that I want you to carry on with yourself, my friend, is that you don't need to extend it longer than 2 days. You have the power and the control within yourself to be like, okay, day 1, fine, day 2, okay, but day 3, I'm gonna do it. Day 3, I'm gonna do it. And with that, thank you for watching this video. I hope I've helped you in some way. There's free stuff down in the description. And yeah, goodbye. Kaizen.